Hello, it's JJ DiGeronimo from Tech Savvy Women and Purposeful Woman, and I'm so glad you're here with us again today. I am with Tracy Houston. She is a board expert. Tracy, we're so glad you're here. Tell us a little bit about your work.
Thank you, JJ. I am so excited to be here. I'm a board advisory consultant, and companies across the country hire me to do a number of engagements, which include director search, board evaluation, and some training. And then I also have a very special coaching engagement for first-time public board candidates.
That is outstanding. And I know there's been a lot of press and activity around boards, diversity, and inclusion. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Absolutely. We are at a tipping point in my mind. The press releases that you mentioned, several came out yesterday, one of which was for the U.S. And a company called 2020 Women on Boards. Their new study shows that 17% of Fortune 1000 public board seats are now filled by women, and 3 years ago that was at 14%. So we are making some progress, and I'm very excited to be a part of that.
Tell us a little bit about what women need to be doing to preparing themselves for these board seats, if that's of interest to them.
Well, that's really my sweet spot. This is a very competitive position to gain. So there are very many candidates vying for a few boards. So your philosophy, first and foremost, should be expansive. And I'm going to give you some points to follow under that. But what I mean by being expansive is always think leadership and connections. So one of the first things you can do to prepare yourself and be board ready is be better than your peers. And if you're in a corporation, you need to have P&L experience, or if you're in a corporation and say you're in technology, work towards as many projects that are aligned with company strategy so that you can learn the big picture. Again, think, be expansive. If, let's say, you're a consultant or an attorney, again, be better than your peers. Pick a specialty and be the one that you are known to write and speak about. Maybe the media even asks you about your specialty. So that's number one. Number two, you need to have a directorship strategy. The world of the boards is still somewhat mysterious, and it's very large. So you need to have something like a roadmap that directs you to a certain industry or certain company sizes within that industry. And then I think having a game-changing mentor, and that is somebody that sponsors you into, again, if you're in a corporation, into different roles and increased responsibility. If you're outside a corporation, then that would be key introductions. And of course, that would apply to people who are specifically within your director strategy. So say, for example, you were looking at small cap company boards in the food industry, which happens to have a number of women represented on their boards. You would want someone, maybe even a woman that sits on a board, to be your mentor.
These are outstanding tips. I really love how you're making it very specific for women to really pave the path to get to those board seats if that's what they desire. Tracy, thank you so much for your time, and we look forward to working with you again.